I'm going to scroll down. Let's go ahead and click Editor Appearance. We have the option to show the toolbar at various locations in the editor. Now this is the list of icons that you'd normally see, say, at the top of a Word document. We'll go ahead and leave it at the top. We can align the buttons in various ways. You can do left, center, or right. Let's go ahead and leave it at left. And we can set the path location. Now in the WYSwyg, we can click on an element in order to see where it sits in the hierarchy of HTML tags, and it'll look something like this. Inside of the body, there's a table. Inside of that, there's a row. Inside of that, there's a cell. And that's what we currently have highlighted. So we'll go ahead and point this out as soon as we enable our WYSwyg. And then we also have Enable Resizing button, which will allow the user to resize the WYSwyg, to expand it to make it bigger, or contract it to make it smaller. I'm going to scroll down. Let's go ahead and expand this cleanup and output. These are various options to allow the rewriting of HTML behind the scenes as the WYSwyg is being used. Some of these also happen upon the user saving the data. If you read the description under the Verify HTML checkbox, it says if enabled, potentially malicious code like head tags will be removed. So this sounds like a good thing to have. The pre-formatted option will take spaces and tabs inside of the HTML in the source code and convert it to visible spaces and tabs. This is like a pre-tag in HTML. We'll go ahead and leave that unchecked. Convert font tag to styles allows us to, instead of using the depreciated font tag, we can instead move any styling for fonts or elements on the page into their own styles. This Remove Line Breaks option will take any breaks that are in the HTML code and remove them. Removing these line breaks could be important in certain situations where the text format is automatically creating the line breaks from the breaks in the HTML, and by removing the breaks in the HTML itself, then those line breaks, which are being represented by paragraph and break tags already in the WYSwyg, won't be replaced with additional break tags. The Apply Source Formatting will take any HTML that's rendered in the back end and reformat it nicely behind the scenes. And then Force Cleanup on Standard Paste will take any time that you use Ctrl-V in order to paste in content and assume that it's some dirty content, say from a document like a Word document. One notorious problem with working with WYSwygs is that people who use WYSwygs as the end user are often people that need to work with Word documents, and copying from a Word document into a WYSwyg is typically dangerous business. So Force Cleanup on Standard Paste will clean up that data so that it gets pasted in properly. Now, this means that sometimes if you're pasting from some other type of document where you actually do want things pasted in verbatim, this could have adverse effects.